My
There's so
people,
much
it don't happen, no.
on social media
Area father don't finish
concerning
everywhere over this
Regina
Regina Daniel
and
divorce
her
alleged
marriage.
issue. When I listen to
Usually,
what this area
it is
father
not.
talk, they really
It
talk
does not
say
concern us.
elders, if they tell
But
you say
as an
something they
area
grand,
grandfather,
not just
I want to
overlook their
give counsel
statement. That word where
to
they talk,
young
they very, very deep, my
girls.
people. Now welcome back to my channel where I
You
bring
see
the
that
trending
thing
news to you
behind
out
me
there.
near the
I would
clock?
like to leave this video for
Shines
you
like
guys to
gold, but
listen
it
to
is
what
not
this man
gold.
said, because to me, he
It is
made
not
a lot
all
of
that
sense
glitters that is
over
gold.
this advice he
It
gave
is
to
gold
Regina Daniel.
plated, but it
All
is
that
not gold.
glitters, my people, are not
There is
gold
no
though.
way you will package polygamy and turn it to gold. There's no way. And I will explain as I go along. Money and luxury do not sustain marriage. If not, Bill and Melinda will not have divorced. Tiger Woods and his wife will not have divorced. Alakija and her husband will not have separated. There is no amount of money that will turn brass to gold. Brass is brass. Gold is gold. A polygamous marriage is like brass. It cannot be compared to God's original plan. Even in Muslim societies, many of the very prominent Muslims, educated Muslims, many of them, I didn't say all of them, are monogamous, even though the provision is there. Polygamy, to a large extent, involves a narcissistic approach to life. Now, only me, the person. Every other person, na instrument, na utensil. Now me be number one. Every other person, this secondary. Polygamy does not put the emotions of the females in that relationship into consideration. It is the self-idolizing appetite of the man that is uppermost. Beautiful women, virgins, or whatever that the man wants. That is his narcissistic approach. While he is not a virgin, he is fairly used and maybe an old car, but he wants a brand new wife, virgin, unpolluted. I said during the Nedu podcast, when I said I was a 2-minute man, and that at my age, then I was 65, that I can't spend more than 2 minutes. I'm a 2-minute man. And that any man of my age bracket married to a young girl, that the two people are mutually exploiting each other. One exploiting for wealth, fame, comfort, and a future where her children can have a glorious inheritance. And with the psychology that it is better to weep in a Bentley or Lamborghini than to weep in a Volkswagen Beetle. So it's mutually exploitative. Now, monogamous marriages are difficult. If it was possible for me, I would marry half a wife. And I told somebody that my wife should be paid husband support for taking care of me and for marrying me. You have child support. That is, in developed societies, they pay women because of the children that they are catering for. They're supposed to pay my wife husband support money. And that's why I always ask God to give me more than enough so that when she asks for money, I have to give to her. I give her financial orgasm. Or like that policeman, financial organism. Now, one day I told her, let's go and eat peanut or groundnut and drink Coke at Mr. Smith's place. Help me, I help you at Ogbo near Jera Hotel. I said, let's go for a break. We left the hospital. As we were going, I told her, you did try when you did marry me. Oh. She said, you self did try to marry me. We agreed that we are not the best, but we are making the best out of where we found ourselves, the situation we had agreed to go into, assets and liabilities. Now multiply that by 6 relationships in one house. is going to be warfare. So, for a young girl of 18 to enter a volleyball team, because it takes 6 people to play volleyball, a volleyball team that will comprise of 5 mature, experienced, veteran volleyball players, and then you come in as a sophomore to come and play, know that you are heading for disaster. It is easy to know the meal that will satisfy you. People say, that is the meal that will satisfy you. You can gauge it with your eyes. 5 women before you. In a volleyball team, you don't hold on to the ball for too long. Immediately it reaches you, you pass it to your neighbor throws it across the net. If you hold on to the ball for too long, you have committed foul play. Somebody did not learn and held on to the ball for too long. I learned from being a guest preacher that when pastors want to invite you, it's as if they have an erection. They are so excited to welcome Dr. Poki to come and speak. Immediately you go there, they will say, we want to take everything from him that he came with. If you are not wise, you will be there preaching and preaching and preaching and preaching. Then you start saying, as I said last week, as I said the last time I was here, after some time, they will throw you away. A grandfather has seen everything. And let me turn it around. A grandmother does not fear an erection. A man who has had 5 previous highly educated, very beautiful, international women, after having you for a period of time, taking you around, there is no shakara you can do for him. You can become like Australia. Everybody knows where it is, but nobody finds it easy to reach there prematurely. And you see, copulation is pleasurable friction. A man who is very busy, who is wealthy, can have orgasm from the other wives and from several other things. More especially when the volleyball team has many contestants, potential players that will play more than you, standing by the lines to come in. The next thing is that you can't pretend to be asleep. You can't pretend to be asleep under observation. There is no way you display love on social media to convince people. The reality dawns with pressure and time.